Afternoon baseball on air at Rogers Center in Toronto. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Yankees. Draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Digging in, Zue Lin. He will lead this one off today.
For the Yankees, second baseman, Zue Lin.
First delivery to him on the way. This is pulled into right. Base hit, and that's their first of the new campaign.
Oh, okay. I see how it's going to be. You're going to employ that, and you're going to use the ambush tactics and not playing nice right there. Usually, you're supposed to take the 0-0 pitch to start the game. He wasn't paying attention.
Here's Manny Machado now. Head-to-head history with Marcus Stroman. He's got 3 base hits in 19 tries. He's taken him deep once. First pitch of the at-bat. And there he goes towards second. Strike taken, the throw. And they're going to get him at second base on a great throw by Martin.
Well, he tried to turn a single into a double by stealing second on the first pitch, but they were ready for it. Good catch and throw from behind the plate, and it's like that base hit never happened.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Here's Bryce Harper now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. Oh, and 1 the count to Bryce Harper. And that one stayed up a little high. Now a swing and a fly ball. Grichuk sprinting after it. But this will land out there just foul. The 1-2. Seared down the first baseline. And a heck of an effort over there at first, but it'll be for naught as this is a foul ball. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Roll, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. Pierce racing back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Some guys have pull power and that's it, but then there are guys like this who have power to all fields. What a threat. Take a look here. He generates so much bat speed with his lower half to his arms. It looks like he just flicks the bat at this thing, and he darn near hits it out of the park.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball in for a strike.
Okay, I know we're only in the top of the first, but back-breaking blows are those 2-out runners in scoring position knocks, and they have a chance to capitalize right here.
Boy, D-Roll, you touched on it right there. I think as a pitcher, you try to get through that first inning and not have to show all of your pitches and empty out the bucket. That 2-out double right now, he's going to have to buckle down to try to keep this game scoreless.
Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. All rise, Aaron Judge, a 2-run shot. First home run of the campaign for him, and this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Well, after a long winter and a grueling spring, everyone is anxious to get the season started, but to start it off with a home run, there's no better way to get your campaign underway. He was rounding the bases thinking, hey, this is going to be a good year.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two balls and no strikes. The count to Stanton.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1. Line softly out toward left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that 2-out success means Gary Sanchez will get to hit here.
That's got to be frustrating right there. You execute a pitch, a nice, good pitch right there. Batter's able to get a little lucky, stayed through it, caught it off the end of the bat. Not his best swing, but he's able to find a hole in the outfield.
Standing in now, Gary Sanchez. In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now, and gone. Home run. A 2-run home run off the bat of Gary Sanchez. First home run of the campaign for him. As the Yankees start to pull away a bit, it's now 4-0.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now.
As he swings and grounds it toward the hole.
And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. Off of one leg, in the hole, falling away. That is pure magic. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, this lineup finds himself in a hole right now. Down a bunch of runs. This is where you find out about your lineup, though, that pass the baton mentality. Can't try and get it all back at once. Have good at-bats, follow the game plan you guys worked on, and stay in the zone.
Kevin Pillar is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. In for strike 2. Shot weakly to the left. Throw on to first by Tulowitzki is in time for route number 1.
Batting second, the shortstop,
Striding into the box, Ronald Torreyes. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
Up with it now is Tulowitzki on to first, and it's dropped.
As we watch this, I'm trying to figure out what happened here. Looked like the throw was on target, and it was. He just didn't close the glove over it, and he's safely aboard as a result. Those are tough to explain sometimes.
So striding forward now, Josh Donaldson.
Nope, that's a ball.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Line to the right side. That's a hit, the first of the year for the Blue Jays. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. And that one stayed too low apparently. Career numbers against Chen. He's gone 4 for 9. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. A line shot to third base. Quick throw to the bag. Not in time to double off the runner. Standing in, Henry's Morales. Here's the first pitch to him. A ball and no strikes.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And the run is in from second as they're on the board for the first time. 4-1 now.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around the score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Row. There's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to, as a pitcher, go ahead and look past that now and try to pick up your teammate and try to get it out any way you can.
Here it comes, the 3-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
This is where, if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
He's set, and the payoff pitch. And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
He's definitely stumbled out of the starting blocks here in the first, giving up a couple of base knocks on that walk. First innings are often some of the toughest for a starting pitcher.
Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry. Would have been a grand slam. Instead, it's a foul ball. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach at 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. A run on 2 hits here for Toronto. In now, Aaron Hicks. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? And gone up into the second deck. A solo shot down the line in right. First home run of the campaign for him as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
Here's Brett Gardner now.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
Travis fields it cleanly on to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Digging in to try it again, Zue Lin, a base hit in his first trip. First pitch coming, here it is. And he lays off there, 1-0.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that two-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
Nope. Ball 2.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
At the plate, Manny Machado flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo home run off the bat of Manny Machado. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's now a 6-1 ball game. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan, D-Row, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round tripper of the game so far.
Yeah, you're watching his pitcher.
To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo home run off the bat of Bryce Harper. First home run of the campaign for him, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Here's big Aaron Judge. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So,
oh, could it be 3 in a row? Ranging back is Pilar. Out of here. And how about that? Back-to-back-to-back home runs. A solo home run there for Aaron Judge. His 2nd of the game, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Well, this is amazing right here. 3 home runs in a row. I've actually been a part of a similar situation sandwiched in between Rafael Furcal and Gary Sheffield back in the early 2000s. What a moment. All the boys are going nuts. For 3 guys to do it, it's pretty special.
So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. Joe Biagini is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway. Into the box, Giancarlo Stanton. No balls and 1 strike. Dribbled up the line. Foul ball, strike 2. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. So something you don't see very often. Stepping in for the Jays, Rendell Grichuk.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving. In some runs.
The 1-0 delivery. Popped him up. Harper has room in foul territory, and he brings it in on the warning track.
Batting ninth, catcher, Russell Martin.
Russell Martin now. Career numbers against Chen. He's gone 2 for 8. He also has 1 home run. Ball 1. And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0. Martin, a Canadian native. He was a 17th round pick during the 2002 draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Left field and deep. Gardner going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Center fielder.
Striding in once again, Kevin Pillar. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. A windup and the 0-1. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And he is into second with a 2-out double. Now at the plate, Ronald Torreyes. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Set and the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. There to field it is Tulowitzki. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Back now on MLB Network as we welcome you back to Toronto and Rogers Center. Now in the box, Gary Sanchez. Past history with Joe Biagini. He's hitless in 3 at-bats.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. Two and one. And this one misses as well, and that pushes it to 3-1. On deck, there you see Troy Tulowitzki. In there, and it's full 3-2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Now the 3-2 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Pillar's there. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting.
Next for New York, Troy Tulowitzki. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Looped out towards short. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
First pitch of the at-bat. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Pierce moves over, He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the bottom. So stepping in, Josh Donaldson, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In there at the knees as he authors a strike to the leadoff man. 0-1. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson. Hit the other way out toward right field. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Justin Smoke. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball just a bit up. Here's a strike. And the changeup is way low that time. And a ball diving into the dirt, a swing and a miss.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Here's Kendrys Morales looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at bat. First pitch of the at bat on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. A ball and a strike. A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Two out, nobody on. Chen's got his target. Full count pitch on its way. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. Into the box now, Devin Travis. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Swing and a ground ball to third. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. 2 quick strikes and now the 0-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. We'll see the speedy Brett Gardner. Into the box, Brett Gardner. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he fouls this one off. Fastball called for strike 2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Line toward right center, and Gardner's going to reach. It's a base hit. Now at the plate, Zue Lin, 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. First delivery to him on the way, and he just misses with a curveball.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point.
And late reactions, and they got him. Fly ball out to right field. Grichuk has a beat on it. 2 down. The Blue Jays are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Not the opening day he wanted to have, unfortunately. Here's Manny Machado now. Past history with Joe Biagini. He's got 5 base hits in 18 at-bats.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles on that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
Fouled off. Bouncer down the line. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
The 1-2. Catches the corner, got him looking. Down in order. Now at the plate, Steve Pearce. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Steve Pearce.
Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Hit on the ground out to short. On to first, and it's dropped. And as a result, the leadoff man will be allowed to reach here.
Right fielder number 15.
Here's Randall Grichuk. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And, look inside, but that's ruled a strike. Nothing in 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Here's the first pitch to him. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Smoke toward the hole. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
Kevin Pillar stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. 1-1. Here it is. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. And they'll back him off a bit with a fastball in, but it's 3-1 now. To short. He's got it. There's 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. 1 left for Toronto. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Stepping into the box, Bryce Harper. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball, didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose.
Fouled away. The 1-1 home. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Pierce waits on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Past history with Joe Biagini, an impressive 4 for 7.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
The 1-0 home. Misses for the second ball.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game.
Well, these days don't happen often. You better dig yourself when you get 3 knocks in a big league way go.
It's hard to have 3 hits in one day, but boy, this guy's off to a great start. And listen,
Giancarlo Stanton now, as he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat. It's strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it deep down the line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. From the stretch. Skied into straightaway right. Grichuk has a play. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Now batting, Gary Sanchez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He's able to take the ball the other way here. High and deep to right center. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Now batting,
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now.
Troy Tulowitzki.
He swings and lines it to left.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. The Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. Halfway home here from Rogers Center. It's the Yankees. Ronald Torreyes the next to bat. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
And he'll get in there safely.
And everyone knows that you set the tone on opening day, and that's not the kind of tone they want to set. They made fielding a priority in the spring, but it doesn't translate on that play. Might be some early season jitters, too.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
And that's through into left, a base hit. The runner from second scores as they inch a bit closer.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Here comes the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
The batter, second baseman.
Now to the plate, Devin Travis. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Missed with a slider.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
2-2. Smoke at second. Morales on at first with nobody out. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Steve Pierce will be next. A double play ball to second. 4-3, and they turn the double play. Now at the plate, Steve Pierce. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. 2-0 to the Jays left fielder.
Now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Hey, D-Roy, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs, and it looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 base hits, 1 error, and a runner left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Yankees lead this one 10-4. Ready for another chance? Aaron Hicks. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Here's Brett Gardner now as he rips it on the ground to second. There is Travis, and there's out number 2.
The batter, second baseman, Zue Lin.
Coming to the plate now, Zue Lin. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch changeup chopped foul right at the plate for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. This is pulled into right. Richard is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Digging in, Russell Martin. A fly out and a single for him so far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle inning.
the 1-0. It's a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone. Here's the first pitch to him.
Center fielder, number 11.
And that one just missed outside. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Now a pitch swung on and grounded out to Tulowitzki at shortstop. On to first, and it's dropped. Luckily for him, though, there'll be no advance.
Now batting, the shortstop, Ronald Cormier.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up 1 run in this inning.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. Line to the right side, but foul. And this one's in the dirt. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. High and deep to right center. After it is Hicks. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And there are 2 gone now. So a nice running catch on display that time as we get a look at it again with Showtrack. He took a nice route, covered a good amount of ground, 100 feet to be exact, to bring that one in. Well done. And Tulowitzki will make the catch to retire the side. Jays get one back on the solo home run. Back here at Rogers Center in Toronto. Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game.
Number 24, Danny Harr.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well, and he gets the inning started with a bang as this is hit high and deep to left field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo shot here to left. His second home run of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
The first baseman, number 34, Bryce Harper.
Here's Bryce Harper now. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2, and it's fouled away. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Aaron Judge will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. First pitch coming. Here it is. Way in front of that fastball.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Behind 0-2 now. Here it comes, 0-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Sliced hard on the ground. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez. Popped him up. Martin is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. It's a Chihue Hu gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Kendrys Morales will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. And he takes a called strike, 0-1. Hu, former Tampa Bay Ray. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
2 balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. And right into the shift. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Standing in, Devin Travis. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
A bouncer up the middle. Lynn ranges to his right. On to first, and it's dropped. And as a result, they're going to have themselves a 1-out base runner. Here's Steve Pearce now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Greg Bird is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. Tulowitzki for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out. Ready for another shot now, Troy Tulowitzki. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Troy Tulowitzki.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 on the ground to third. Donaldson's there. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The batter, center fielder, Aaron.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Aaron Hicks. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And he fouls this one off. It's 1-2 as we head toward a conclusion in this one. I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes. These guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over that fence.
D-Roy, it can't be better said. I think the day and age right now for pitchers is you have to approach just about every pitch like it's a 2-strike pitch. No get-me-over curveballs, no get-me-over changeups. Every pitch has to be thrown with a purpose.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Three and 2 to the Yankees center fielder.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
3-2 pitch. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
The left fielder, number 11, Brett.
Digging in once again, Brett Gardner. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First offering on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got at least.
Three and 0 now. The 3-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Now the 3-2 pitch. Tapped out in front of home. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Ready once again, Rendell Grichuk. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. First pitch coming, here it is. Right over the middle, knee high. Ground ball left side, defense set up perfectly. Throw on to first by Tulowitzki is in time for route number 1.
The catcher, number 55, Russell Martin.
Next to bat for Toronto, Russell Martin. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. And a curveball. This one clocked at 78, and it's 0-2. Fouled off. Another 0-2 home. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2. 5 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Not what you want to do on the mound. Go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Russell Martin becomes out number 2 this inning. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. 2-1 the count to Pilar. Grounded back up the middle. Lynn ranging up the middle. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first.
You know, D-Roll, that looked like a base hit all the way up the middle. A nice job there by the second baseman to get to it and make that jump throw to first base.
Yeah, one of the tougher plays in our game. A lot of great second basemen in our sport make this look easy, but I'll tell you what, it's not. To throw the ball to first base while your entire body and momentum is headed towards left field is one of the most difficult things to do in our sport.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And that one stayed up a little high. Fly ball out toward left center field. Hicks is after it. And the inning is over. Blue Jays help. Al Albuquerque comes on to pitch now.
For the Blue Jays, number 51, Al Albuquerque.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Here's Manny Machado now.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. One out, nobody on. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his 3rd knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his 3rd knock of the game, that's awesome.
Runner goes for second. That is fouled away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now a throw over to first, and they got him. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Richard is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Yanks held in check. They're up big, however. It's 11-5. Coming to the plate now, Josh Donaldson. A couple of singles for him and 4 trips for him this afternoon. First pitch of the at-bat. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Well, late in
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. First two pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
Hung that one out there a bit, but it's a called strike. 2-2.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
And that's in there for a base hit, his third hit of the game.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Now it's driven the other way with some authority, headed toward the foul pole. Gardner is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. Here's Kendrys Morales. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Morales.
Out in front of it, strike one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
Into the box now, Devin Travis. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The batter, left fielder,
Here's Steve Pearce now. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
0-1 the count. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Hicks is under it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
11-5 the final tally in this one. New York claimed victory despite committing 5 errors. Wei-Yin Chen earns his first win of the season. Marcus Stroman was slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. Chi-Wei Hu takes the rare 3-inning save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees. 11 runs, 15 hits. And they committed 5 errors in the ballgame. For the Blue Jays, 5 runs, 12 hits,
Almost ready for game time at Rogers Center as the roof is shut to keep us nice and warm. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. Number 17 makes it. Aaron Sanchez is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This ought to be interesting to see how this guy bounces back from last year when he had an ERA over 4. I know his team is expecting better things from him this year, and we'll see if he can continue to get a little bit better, limit the number of walks, and also limit the number of hits per 9 innings.
Second and 4 on a Friday night as the game's first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. Look, guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's not do or die. It's only game 2 of the season, but you never want to drop the home opener, and you certainly don't want to find yourselves 0-2 when you leave the ballpark today.
And this is taken for a called third strike as the leadoff man is set down to open up the ball game. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Matt, I can't wait to see what Aaron Judge has in store. Clearly, he impacted the game last time. 3 runs scored. If you're scoring 3 runs, you're doing a lot of good things. We'll see if he can be a catalyst for the offense again today.
And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for route number 2. Here's Bryce Harper now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Yankees. Shohei Ohtani will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Right side hit hard, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning.
Hey, after the leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around to score. But let's tip our hat to the pitcher. He set the tone in the top of the first, retiring him in order.
In now, Devin Travis, as he'll take a look at ball 1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they were the spoilers here on opening day as they took game 1 of the season on the road.
Yeah, Matty, not easy to start opening day on the road and grab a W in the opponent's ballpark, but that's what happened, and they come into game 2 with a chance to set the tone in this series.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Devin Travis.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
Pilar aboard here at first with nobody out. Chopped weakly to the left. Reined in. The second for 1, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first. Digging in, Josh Donaldson. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Missed with a slider. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
He might want that pitch back. Up and away, that's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
But this is hauled in by the second baseman. Now a throw behind the runner, and it's in time to get him. And that, folks, is the danger of the hit and run. Here's big Aaron Judge. Head-to-head history with Aaron Sanchez. He's a .333 hitter. weak chopper up the line. Throw is up the line as it gets away. And lucky for them, the right fielder's there to back up the throw. Giancarlo Stanton now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. First delivery to him on the way. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Nobody out, runner on first. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball, up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball, down and away.
Now a swing and a miss, and Stanton is down on strikes for out number 1.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And the guy behind the dish today, Canadian-born Russell Martin. He's been a catcher his entire career, but I'll tell you what, some of the softest hands in the game, this guy could easily play an infield position, and he wouldn't skip a beat.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Solarte's got it. Step on the bag for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. So no runs or hits here as the error turns out to be unimportant. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Justin Smoke, set to lead off the home half of the second.
Justin Smoke.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Smoke, a native of South Carolina. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, this guy has been an absolute solid player his entire big league career, and I expect him to have a ton of suitors come this offseason.
Here now the 2-2. And this is fouled at the plate. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And let's focus on Manny Machado, 2015 Gold Glove winner. Get the mantle space ready. He's going to add more to that. On the defensive side, he's a highlight reel at the hot corner.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a high pop-up. Lynn shading to his right. 2 gone. So striding in, Steve Pearce, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
The 0-1 pitch. A wave and a miss.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning.
Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. Head-to-head history with Aaron Sanchez. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Here's a ground ball heading for Smoke over at first base. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. First offering on its way. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Troy Tulowitzki goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Brett Gardner.
Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over.
Here's Randall Grichuk. It was an 0 for 4 day for him in yesterday's loss.
Randall Grichuk.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Throw on to first by Tulowitzki is in time for route number 1.
Batting 8. Designated hitter, Curtis.
Striding in, Curtis Granderson. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. The 0-2 once more. Misses for ball 1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And Granderson swings and misses that time as he's down on strikes for route number 2. Digging in now, Russell Martin. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Martin.
Lined hard toward right center, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Yeah, this one was starting to look like it was going to be one of those 1, 2, 3 easy innings. But now all of a sudden, they have the go-ahead run standing out there at second base after the 2-out double. Big moment here.
Kevin Pillar will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Martin at second with 2 down. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Line drive to left. And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. And the runs across the score, and the Jays will take an early 1-0 lead.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher's standpoint, Hero. You get the first 2 out of the inning. The next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your 2 boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out now.
Hot shot down the line. A runner on first with 2 away. Hard hit ball to second. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
It's the best competition in all of sport, the pitcher against the batter right there. He fouled off multiple pitches, refused to go down. Not only did he get a knock, but he ran some pitch total up too.
I'm set with the 0-1. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. And that will do. Stepping into the box, Zue Lin. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is pulled into right. Richard is there to put it away for out number 1.
The third baseman, number 13.
So with 1 gone in the inning now, that brings in Manny Machado. First pitch of the at-bat. And it's fouled away. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. This is flared out towards second. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th. And now Bryce Harper, 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line to the right side. Richard is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is. Here's Justin Smoke now. He set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Third baseman.
Hit hard, but right into the shift. Tulowitzki on the grass. Throw on to first by Tulowitzki is in time for route number 1.
The shortstop, John Hervis Solarte.
Digging in the switch hitter, John Hervis Solarte comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Lifted in the air out to left field. Oh, and he misses it. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
At the plate, Steve Pearce.
Steve Pearce.
He's set. Here it comes. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. And that one just missed outside. Solarte, the runner at second with 1 away. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Judge is on his horse. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Stepping in, Rendell Pritchett, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch on its way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Here's big Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
we're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
And he got him. So coming to the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. No runs, no hits, and one error on the Yankee line score so far. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there, 1-2.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. The 2-2 one more time. And he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it deep down the line. And nearly into the hit column in a big way. Instead, it's a foul ball. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Digging in for his second at-bat, Gary Sanchez will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Popped him up. Martin has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're down 1-0.
In is Curtis Granderson as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
And that misses, ball 1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And Granderson trying to work his way aboard. He's got it to 3-1 now. The 3-1 pitch. Finds the zone to fill the count, 3-2. Here's a high pop-up. And there's the first out.
The catcher, number 55.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Russell Martin. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 1 out, nobody on. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
Still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Is looked at, and the count moves full.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
And there are 2 away now. And now back to the leadoff spot, the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Kevin Pillar. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. 1-2 now.
Swing and a miss as he chases 1 out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the 3rd out.
Into the box now, Greg Bird. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Popped him up. In there for extra bases, and there goes the no-hitter. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
Wow, I was starting to wonder if we had to go on no-hit alert, Dan. I know you were privy to that. Sixth inning right here, they finally break through with their first hit of the game.
And you have to wonder, D-Row, this guy had been cruising all along going into this sixth inning. We'll see if he can be able to buckle down right here. The sixth and seventh innings are normally the toughest innings for a starting pitcher, so we'll see if he can minimize the damage now.
And he'll be tagged out at third base on a heady play. Here's Brett Gardner now. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Pierce is in pursuit, and that's the second out of the inning. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Zue Lin. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. From the stretch. Hit out towards second. Travis has it. So they do get their first hit, but their first. Trevor Story will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop. Digging in and looking for more, Devin Travis. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Settling in now, Josh Donaldson. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. No balls and a strike to count. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider. The count now 0-2. He's getting deep into the outing, but his slider is still staying sharp. He doesn't look at all like he's starting to tire. He looks as good now as he did early on in the game.
Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Here's Manny Machado now. And guys, 7.
Leading off for the Yankees, third baseman number 13, Manny Machado.
First delivery to him on the way. And he fouls this one off. A ball and a strike now to Machado. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. Hard on the ground towards short. There is Solarte. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Stepping in, Bryce Harper hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Pierce moves over, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Ready now, Aaron Judge. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The breaking ball that time in for a strike.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start.
That's not the first time he's locked the guy up with it.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. A bouncer up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he banks it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Hard hit at third. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Hey, after back-to-back two-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
In now is the Yankees DH, Gary Sanchez. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that will be ruled a strike. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. 1-2 to the Yankees catcher.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away. This is what the game's all about.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. This is line to left. And the 2-out threat. will not come to pass as the inning. So digging in now, Yonhervis Solarte. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
And the throw takes the first baseman right into the charging path of the base runner, but he's able to make a nice swipe tag to record the first out. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball. Hey, that pitch was nasty right there. He couldn't have done any more with that. For him to get a knock on this pitch right here, pretty special.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. For the plate now is the designated hitter, Curtis Granderson. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. No balls and 1 strike. Ready with the 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout. Stepping in and ready for a...
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
High and deep to right center. Ranging back is Pilar to the track. Not going to get to this one as it's off the wall, and this may put the tying run in scoring position.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'll be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
He's set and the pitch. 0-1 the count. Bird on at first, nobody out. Now this ball is popped up behind the plate for Martin. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. Here's Brett Gardner now. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit in the air to shallow center. Pilar will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Zue Lin. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing, and he pops him up. Travis is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. The Yanks leave 1. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Stepping up now, Russell Martin. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Russell Martin.
First delivery to him on the way. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And he will get there to make the running catch as that ball hung up just a little bit too long.
Center fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for grounded to short. Story picks it up on to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Devin.
Stepping up to the plate, Devin Travis. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3.
And he's going to empty the bucket right here. He sees the finish line, Dan, and he's got a chance at it.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Back at Rogers Center as we get a look at the great city of Toronto from the ferry on Lake Ontario. Here's Manny Machado now. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. Machado now on 0-1. Hit to short. Solarte fields it cleanly. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Here's Bryce Harper now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss at a ball down.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his windup. I don't know if it's just flat stuff. But he's getting a lot of swings outside the zone, and he's having a big game.
Hit sharply on the ground. And there's his base hit in this one.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan. They don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can right into the shift and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row. When you come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, to minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball, that's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated.
Comes set, and the 0-1. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
He just sports that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Goodness. 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. Again, a 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Richard has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he'll have to hold tight at third, so it'll take a 2-out hit now to try to plate that tying run. Digging in, Gary Sanchez. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
And this is why you come to the game right here. I'll tell you what, this is an absolutely great matchup. A couple alpha dogs out.
Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. And he'll get under it to make the catch, and the Blue Jays are in the win column for the first time this year as the ball game is over. And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Jays led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Aaron Sanchez earns his first win of the season. Shohei Ohtani is settled with a loss after giving up only one earned. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been It's on the cold side here in Toronto, but the Rogers Center roof is shut, and we're almost set for baseball. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game week. Jay Happ, a southpaw from Illinois, gets the starting call in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, take a look at the numbers. ERA just a little bit under 4.0 on the season for this guy last year. He's a better pitcher than that, and I'm sure he'd like to get off to a much better start and get that ERA somewhere in the low to mid threes. We'll see if he can start that in this one here.
Sent on the ground out to second. Travis fields it cleanly, and a good throw gets him one gone.
Center fielder.
Striding into the box, Aaron Hicks. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon. They come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team is starting to really come together. They won last night. They're playing really nice. I expect much more of the same today.
This is skied into short left center. Pilar moving in. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Batting third, catcher,
At the plate, Gary Sanchez. He was hitless in the shutout last night. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1. In the air out to right. Grichuk giving chase. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Yankees nothing. Blue Jays coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Masahiro Tanaka is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Yanks. Dan, any thoughts?
This is a fun guy to watch pitch. Almost struck out 200 batters last season, so he does have swing and miss capabilities. But the thing I like, he commands the strike zone, he commands the running game. Just a real solid pitcher. Looking forward to him twirling it in this one.
Digging in, Kevin Pillar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And a ball 1-0. In past meetings with Tanaka, he has 7 hits in 26 at-bats. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. It's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
And they'll start the at-bat with a slider that didn't miss by a whole lot. It's ball 1. Oh, tough to catch up when it's moving like that.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much with that.
But there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2. Here's the first pitch to him.
Donaldson.
Lifted in the air out to left. And Gardner there to make the catch. Inning over. Here's big Aaron Judge. In past meetings with Jay Happ, 2 hits in 7 tries. He's taken him deep once. Line to shortstop, and there's 1 away. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And set to stand in the ultra-dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. Still looking for our first hit in the ballgame. Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. Richard has to come in from the next area code to put this one away. Wow.
Second baseman.
So striding forward now, Troy Tulowitzki. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And that misses for ball 1. Tulowitzki, who's long been referred to as just Tulo, of course. He was a first-round pick back in 2005.
Yeah, he has turned him.
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that ends. Here's Justin Smoke now. In past meetings with Tanaka, he's got 1 hit in 18 at-bats. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. No balls and a strike to count. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
1-2.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Tulowitzki from shallow right. Throw on to first by Tulowitzki is in time for route number 1. In now, Yonhervis Solarte, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The 0-1. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Hit on the ground out to short. Played on the backhand. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. At the plate, Steve Pearce will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Bottom of the second here with no score. got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. We'll move to the third with back with Major League Baseball on the show as we welcome you back to Toronto and Rogers Center.
Leading off for the Yankees, shortstop.
First delivery to him on the way. No balls and one strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Two balls and a strike.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Skied into straightaway right. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out. Now at the plate, Zue Lin. First offering on its way. Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business.
And the catcher grabs it to retire the side. Here's Randall Grichuk, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
That's a ball.
And that one stayed too low, apparently.
2 strikes.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Stanton has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
It is Curtis Granderson.
And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Counts even at 1-1 for Granderson. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And he will make the play. 2 away now. Russell Martin now. This guy is still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
It's a fine line from working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
got him looking, and that ends the inning. See the speedy Brett Gardner start things out when we come back. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Here's Brett Gardner now. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Digging in to try it again, Aaron Hicks. He flew out in his last at-bat. Line towards center field. He'll take this in without much trouble, and 2 are gone here to start the fourth. Striding in once again, Gary Sanchez. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First offering on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pilar's there. And the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Stepping in for the Jays, Kevin Pillar. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Windup and the 0-1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Therefore it is Stanton, and he's got it for the first out. Now in the box, Devin Travis hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Outside, 3-0 now.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
He loses him on ball 4. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Donaldson, commonly known as the bringer of rain around the game. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Here's Justin Smoke now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Strike. The 1-1 home. That's lifted the other way out to left. Gardner is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Standing in, Yonhervis Solarte. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. That misses. 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
The 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that second.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Here's big Aaron Judge. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a little chopper up the middle. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So 1 away now, and that brings up the dangerous right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton. The windup and the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. The Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here. This is line to left. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Yankees.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Second baseman, Troy Tulowitzki.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now.
He swings and grounds it to short.
A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story
as he hits one on a line to left field.
Pierce is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. So stepping in, Zue Lin. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. First offering on its way. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to first, and the Yankee threat goes by the boards as the Yanks strand a pair. Halfway home, still no score.
Leading off for Toronto.
Here's Steve Pierce now. He'll be the one to Lead off against Masahiro Tanaka. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. Tough slider down low for a strike. And this one runs a little too far in, ball two. Now the 2-1 pitch. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. It'll be a leadoff single.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Into the box now, Rendell Gritcha. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ball one to start the at-bat. The 1-0 finds the zone, strike one. Pierce gets his lead at first, nobody out. Split-fingered pitch that's by him for strike two.
You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had this lineup off balance all game with that pitch.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Rendell Gritcha is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the fifth. In the dirt here, and a heads-up play to get back to first as he wisely hadn't gotten too far from the bag. Runners off for second. He swings and misses. Throw down. Skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike two. Splitter, 2-2. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Swing and he pops him up. Story ranges back and he has it for route number 2. Now at the plate, Russell Martin. He got called out on strikes his last time through. And they start him out away with a cold strike. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Now a Splitter's in there and he's quickly behind 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Here he comes again, 1-2. And a neck-high fastball that time. Bounce it to the left side. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. Into the box, Kevin Pillar. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. This one's down to third. He's right there. Throw on to first is in time, and the Toronto rally goes for the left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Hit back up the middle. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Brett Gardner. No hits to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Popped high in the air. Smoke is under it. 2 down. Now at the plate, Aaron Hicks. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Ranging back is Pillar. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Yankees retired on just 4 pitches. We are still scoreless. Stepping into the box, Devin Travis.
Leading off with a J, second baseman, Devin.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Hit high in the air down the right field line. And that's in there. Base hit. He'll get it into second. And he will make it up to second as he advances on the throwing miscue. My goodness.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
As a look, now the pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. Now a long throw home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man shows him how it's done, and he comes right behind him following suit. Lacing a double of his own could be a big inning if this continues. Well, giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that last pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with his release point right now. He doesn't know where it's going, and he knows it.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
Throw to first is in time for the first out. Now to the plate, Yonherva Solarte. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch on its way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And this one gets away. A play at the plate, and he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game. And he is safe at the plate as he wasn't able to recover in time. Here now the 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. After it is Gardner. And that's the second out of the inning. Now batting, Steve Pearce. He was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. Tough slider down low for a strike. On the ground up the middle. And now from the air, a jump throw. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We're through 6 full. It's the Blue Jays 2 and the Yankees nothing. Next for New York, Gary Sanchez. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
This is line to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
And this is going to find the seam as it scoots through on the carpet for extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
First offering on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Villar's there. One away. Now the relay home, but not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1. Here comes the Toronto skipper out toward the pitcher's mound, and that will bring an end to the appearance by Jay Happ. So for the time being, he stands to be the winning pitcher, but he is responsible for the possible tying run over the third. Danny Barnes.
Number 24, Danny Barnes.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Missed with a slider. Ground ball left side. And the throw to first will take care of him, but it comes at a cost as the tying run is in to score. Now at the plate, Trevor Story. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Popped him up. Smoke moving to his left, and that ends the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch here in Toronto. Here's Randall Grichuk. He went down on strikes last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
These guys are in perfect position to break through right here and to take the lead. There is, without question, nothing tougher than back-to-back singles. You don't know if they're going to bunt. You don't know. They can do so. They have so many options at their disposal right now.
Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Smoke toward the hole, and that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. He's safe at the plate, and they've taken the lead here in the 7th.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Popped up, and no one will get this one. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number. Aaron Luke has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 62.
Coming to the plate now, Zue Lin. 0-2 here to start the afternoon. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ground ball right side. There is Travis. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He was a ground-out victim last time up. First offering on its way. On the face.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Turned on down the line. Backhanded. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Ready for another chance? Brett Gardner. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Pierce on the move. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
Nothing fires me up more than watching a hitter take what a pitcher gives him. Pitches away, batter's able to keep his hands inside, not try and do too much, and just force feed a single.
Into the box, Aaron Hicks. As he grounds one briskly to short. Solarte's got it. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Yankees. Still a 3-2 ball game. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Justin Smoke. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. First delivery to him on the way. Leaves a slider right over the middle. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. This is line to left. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. Smoke stands at second with no outs. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Here's Steve Pierce now, trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. Stanton on the run. Oh, and this deflects right off him. Smoke rounds third and is digging for the plate. He'll score easily, and they now lead by 2.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and to make sure pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Here's a high pop-up. Lynn calls for it. 2 gone.
It is Curtis Granderson.
Previous history against Dellin Betances. He's 0 for 4. And a neck-high fastball that time. 2 out with the man at first. No contact there, and it's 1 and 2.
I try and tell people all the time, you're facing 90 to 92, 94. You can still see seams. It starts getting above 94. It starts to blur itself a little bit. You start pitching where this guy's at, you're seeing nothing. You're seeing vapor.
And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3 and 2.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. A run on 2 hits. Roberto Ozuna takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Leading off the inning, Gary Sanchez. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Oh, and that's knocked down. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely. Here's big Aaron Judge. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
I know it wasn't pretty right there, Dan, but that has to frustrate the pitcher. Leadoff guy, anytime he gets on, usually creates a problem.
And you know what, Dero, it's especially tough when you get as late in the game as we are right now. Anytime you get that leadoff guy on and have that pitcher start pitching out of the stretch, it always puts more stress on that pitcher pitching out of the stretch.
The set and the 1-1 pitch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. And the changeup is way low that time. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit hard down the line. 1 there on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Oh man, that's just a backbreaker right there. You get the leadoff man to start the 9th and you're looking pretty good, right? Not when the next guy bounces into a double play. We'll see if they can get the final out and wrap this thing up.
Giancarlo Stanton now fouled away. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. The 0-1 delivery. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. He makes the catch, and the Blue Jays have bounced back from losing the opener to take games 2 and 3 of this series, as this one is over.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
4-2 the final score today. The Blue Jays jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Danny Barnes claims the win out of the pen, his first. Masahiro Tanaka takes the loss despite working 7 strong innings. Roberto Ozuna hammers down the save, his second. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
7 men on base. For the Yankees, 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 46 minutes. Our paid attendance at the Rogers Center this afternoon. 50,516. The Blue Jays thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.